Hi, good morning, everybody. Allie Martin here from Heart and Soul Connected. I want to thank you for all your recent subscriptions and likes and donations to my channel. I really appreciate it. And I'm hoping you're enjoying some of the people that I have introduced you to from across the YouTube world. If you know someone that you would like to have, or you yourself would like to be interviewed or talk talk with me on my channel, please let me know. Send me an email uh, at heartandsoulconnected@gmail.com, one word. And thank you again. I appreciate it very much. So today I was originally scheduled Trish from Aquarian Tarot, I'm sorry, astrology. And she is a very busy lady. She's going to school, she's working, she does volunteer work, and she's doing astrological charts. And so, what I'm going to suggest is that you wait because I will be bringing her on in a taped interview. She spent some time working on my chart for me, and she has different areas to talk about besides what Angie had talked about. I'm sorry, Anne Marie had talked about from Angel Star Karma. The other thing I think I'm going to start doing is we're having some difficulty with people either not their posts not being seen or me not seeing their posts on our Sunday shows and probably with Kim as well on Fridays. So I'm going to start a community questions um, uh, on the community board. You can write your questions down, and we'll probably only take the first 10 to 20, depending on what it is. We ran it over 2 hours yesterday. It was very exhausting. It's very difficult to follow a chat, try to handle problems, uh, connect with the other side, work with Susan, pull cards. So I'm not complaining. I'm happy to do it, but I think sometimes we have to mitigate some of the problems that we have, and I think that will take care of it. I have fantastic people that help me as moderators, and I also appreciate all of the people that come weekly to listen to myself and Susan. And of course, Susan is very well loved and does a fabulous job and is a great teacher. She and Medium Kim helped me a great deal. I'm feeling a little pulled between two places. Currently, am in my husband's office up here in Oak Harbor, Washington, which is further up north, a couple hours up north from where I live, and kind of going back, doing the back and forth, and having a puppy, and living in an RV with two dogs that like to get up at 3 in the morning to go outside to go potty, and I'm used to letting them out the door with a fence and not worrying about it. Now I got to get up and get out with them. So I'm feeling a little fatigued, but fortunately, things should lighten up really soon. So hold on. Here we go. This is the troublemaker right here. See, she just likes to get into trouble. So, April Joy. April Joy. This is my April Joy. Yes, I know. Thank you. So, I will be with Trish. This week I also have Ron, Unconditional Love Tarot. I was able to spend some time on his channel the other night, and I see him in Milu's channel every day. If I go there, I see him. He was at Sheila's. He was all over the place doing all kinds of things. He's a great guy, and I can't wait to help him out and see if we can get his subscriber base up. And I know that this community, we try to support each other. And somebody that works so hard all the time and dedicates so much time to the community through being moderator, helping people, offering free mini readings and so forth. I think we need to give shout outs to them always. I also give shout outs to Susan and Jen, and also for Medium Kim for recommending my channel and others. The other thing I'd like to talk about is that we were to meet to discuss our salon series. I want to talk to you about the salon. The salon is a very old style of discussion. In the very past, Italian Renaissance, and then in the French Enlightenment times, people gathered to talk about important intellectual topics, usually led by women, but not always allowed to talk. They were only allowed to moderate these, and the men were the ones that were doing the talking. Uh, but we've even had them as early as 100 years ago as well, with some of the French modern writers. We had Gertrude Stein, Alice B. Toklas, and others that also like to get together. And even Woody Allen wrote a movie about somewhat about that, and how I think it was Jeff Daniels goes over and he walks into a cafe with all these writers from the past. So anyway, we're going to try to offer all different types of topics, and we're going to try to work with heart-based, heart-centered discussions. There is no divisive anger or any. It's informative, it's enlightening, and it's enjoyable to those of us who like to talk about different sides, different aspects to different things. Before I let you go today, I every morning wake up to the Tao of Joy every day. And I don't know how many people have heard of it. I'm sure you have at least heard of it, but the Tao Te Ching was written by Lao Tzu many, many years ago, and Taoism is a way of life, much like Buddhism. Taoism is called the way, and there's no pushing. It's a flow. It works. It works in a way to get you to feel comfortable and to think about those things in which you want to manifest in your life. There's a lot of wonderful, wonderful information in. Not this book isn't the Tao Te Ching. This one is just somebody writing, Derek Lin writing about the Tao every day. The Tao Te Ching is another book you could read that's wonderful. And I also recommend the I Ching as a divination system. It's the Chinese book of changes. The Chinese spend a lot of time doing that kind of thing. So the reason I'm bringing this book up today is that over the weekend we were with Susan. Some people said, what is my path? What am I supposed to be doing? What is my purpose in life? And a lot of people will say, well, what do you like to do? What are your hobbies? What are your interests? What are your talents? What do you prefer doing? What do you feel most in the flow of doing? And this is a fabulous a bunch of questions in order to come down to the meat of what you wanted to say. In this case, also, many people um, don't find their purpose in something that they're good at. They find more purpose in uh, looking for the answers and waiting and saying, when I see it, I will know. The problem is, will they know? Because many people have, pretty much been knocked over the head with with a bat. Here it is, and nobody really knows what it is, what it is at that point. And so the Tao in here recommends that the best way for you to know what it is that you need to do is to not think of yourself, but to think of how you could be of service to others. When I first opened up this channel, I knew I wasn't a reader at the time. I wasn't psychic, or I didn't have any abilities at the point. I certainly didn't think I was a medium. And all of those things have developed over time. But I started my journey way back in the early 70s with questing for something more, and continued it over and over in different areas and learning new things and growing and so on. Um, but how can you bring uh, how can you bring good to most people, and what opportunities can you do that? Set your mind on other people instead of yourself. Keep it before you know it, your purpose will be revealed. So I've talked to several people off camera, about where they're at, and a lot of them have felt the same way I did. It's like, well, I know I love all this stuff, but I don't know what I can do. I don't understand how I can be of service to other people or even to my own personal goals. So my answer to that is that when you work from that service community, um, without self too much self-sacrificing, because I think we can become doormats. We don't want to become doormats. We want to be able to help other people, enjoy what we're doing, be of service to others. And if that service simply is that we send light in a dark area, if we try to bring people, into a calmer energy, if somebody just looks at us and says, I'm having a bad day, what can I do to make your day better? Or even open up a channel, like I did, like others have done. All of the people that I have connected with resisted the idea of starting a YouTube channel. They thought, well, why would I want to do that? No, that isn't what I want to do. That's not going to work. How is that going to serve other people? How is that going to be something that will bring me joy? How is that something that will feed my soul? And yet, once they do it, they find that their soul is fed, that others respond, and that in such a way, a whole community gets built around this kind of an idea. I'm here to help you, you're here to help me. Some days I'm having a bad day and you can bring me joy. Some days you're having a bad day and I can bring you a little bit of a smile. And so I thought it was important. You should know already in here what your heart wants you to do. The problem is we have a harder time figuring out what it is for us than we do for other people. We're very, very astute at what will be really good for other people. Have you noticed that? Um, so if you're having a difficulty trying to figure out what it is that you want to do, um, first of all, lay down all your expectations and think about the idea that these expectations that you have may be unreasonable, may not show themselves the same way that you think they will. It's the old idea. Um, you can ask for what you want, but you cannot ask for the way you're going to get it, because it's it, the universe works in mysterious ways. So that's the way it works. Keep your emphasis on quality instead of quantity, and when it comes to your purpose, be dedicated to it once you figure out what it is. And if you can't figure out what it is, be dedicated to helping other people in any way that you can without being a doormat. There is a fine balance. There are people who want to take advantage. I like to think there are more people that are just kind, sweet, loving people. But there are other people out there that see something and see how that can be twisted and utilized. The number of people you touch will take care of itself naturally if you allow this to flow and if you allow this all to work for you in the way that it does. So I admonish you to take the time to go within, center yourself, and try to think of, you're not solving all the problem and figuring it all out in one day. Look for the messages. Look for the little, you turn the radio on and the song comes on. Look for a sign that you see as you drive somewhere. Look at the people that you come across, because they're your mirrors, and make sure that those mirrors reflect back to you what you want to be. I thank you all for listening and putting up with me sometimes. And I love you all. I thank you all. I'll be seeing you later on this week, Thursday with Ron. And also, we'll be having some stuff taped that I'll be uploading. And of course, Friday with Kim on Kim's channel this time, which is Medium Kim, one word. And on Sunday, of course, with Susan Link. Thank you. Love you. Namaste.